Yo everyone, welcome back. We're moving on to tall tale number 3. This is going to be Captains of the Dam full guide. So you're going to go ahead and go over to the campgrounds, vote on this tall tale as you just saw right there. You're going to have to stick around for just a little bit for this one. She's going to talk to you for a little bit, and then Gibbs will come out of her tent a little while after. He's going to be holding Jack's compass. You have to make sure you pick that up, and then after you pick it up, the green portal is going to appear at the closest rock structure to you. Go ahead and head into it and start your tale. Alright, upon entering this area, it's going to be like a swampy bayou type area. You're going to spawn in on the north side. You're going to need to navigate your boat all the way to the furthest south side. You'll know you're there whenever you find a giant hut on your left and a giant green archway with a portal in it. So that right there is where you're going to park your boat. We have to do two things first before we can continue on through this tale and get through that portal. Alright, you'll know you'll be in the right area when your compass points all the way south, and as you see there's this giant portal. It's pretty hard to miss it, but anyway, the first thing you're going to need to do is head to the right side on this pathway from the portal. It's going to have all these torches light up, and you're going to approach this ship. Now you just need to follow the same path I'm taking here in the video. You're going to climb aboard the ship. Go ahead and turn around. You're going to look inside of the captain's quarters. There's going to be two skeletons by a candle. Go up to it with your lantern and take that flame of souls. A lot of this tall tale has to do with light and lights again, so make sure you go ahead and grab that so you can continue on. Alright, now that you have that light, or the flame of souls light, you're going to go ahead and head over here to the big hut, climb up the ladder, and there's two lanterns on top of the doorway. Go ahead, pull that out, light those. You're going to have a small surprise behind you when you look back. When you turn around, you're going to see all these ghosts appear. Now you need to go down here, and as you notice, they're holding candles in their hands. Some of them are lit and some aren't, so you just have to find the three ghosts who don't have their candles lit. Now, I don't believe it's randomized. It could be, but 2 for 2, I've had the same three ghosts hold it, so just go to those three and go ahead and light that. Once you do, you're going to get a really cool cutscene here. If you're a fan of the films, you're going to recognize a very familiar character. I won't spoil it here, so make sure you stick around to watch that. Once you go ahead and do that, though, after the cutscene, that green portal is going to go down, and you can go ahead and go through it and get on to the next area. Alright, the next island straight ahead of the portal area. You're going to go ahead and go right here and anchor your boat where we are, because your next objective is getting inside of this fort. The main gate's down, so everything's locked. The only way to get onto it, there's going to be a small rock structure to the right side of the fort. Now as you see right here where I line my cannon up, you're going to see me take this shot, and it'll give you an idea of about the same shot you need to take. Now that's option 1, is just shooting straight at the rocks. Option number 2 is my friend's lining his shot up. You see he just yeets straight into the actual fort itself. That works too, as long as you live through it. And then there's a third option as well. If you don't really like the cannon route, you can go down here. You see how big the structure is, but if you go up to the right side over here, hop up on this, go ahead and take one more hop. You can do a sword lunge from here, from A to B, and it works as well. So if you know how to sword lunge, I'd probably recommend that as well. And then the next thing you need to do, you need to go ahead and get on the very top of the fort up there with your buddy. So if you go to the right side over here, you can hop on these little structures. There's dents in the wall. You'll go ahead and get on the very top right there, and then you'll continue to the next step. Alright, after you have your fun exploring things, there's a bunch to explore inside the fort. You're going to go ahead and hop around this little side area. You're going to go up this ladder right here, following the path that I'm taking once again. Go ahead and make your hop across right here. And then you got a pulley system over here on this little area right here, so you can go ahead and hit that pulley system, and it's going to go ahead and take you up to the very top of this like other fort area. Now once you get up here and you look to your left, you're going to see something very familiar if you've done the first tale, or if you've seen any guides over the first tale, and that's going to be lighting everything again. You're going to have the little light wheel system, or the lighthouse system, and you got the two wheels. Remember, one controls left and right, one controls up and down. You go ahead and light that up so you get the fire going and make the light appear. And on this one, you're going to have 5 different lanterns out there you need to hit. That right there is going to be the first one, and I'll go ahead and let the video play out. It'll show you the other ones as well. You got to make sure you hit all 5 of them to continue the tall tale. And sometimes it does take a little bit for the light to actually go, as you saw right there. Even though I was on it, it wasn't wanting to light for some reason. But number 2 is right there. These are a little bit further out than from the first tale, so you actually have to keep a pretty good eye out to make sure you get them all. Number 3 is right below that second one, as you see. Number 4, you barely even see it in this video, but it's out there on the very top of this rock over here on the left. You'll see it in just a second when it lights up. And just when you think you're done, there's one more. You got to crank it all the way left over here. There's one solar rock through the little crack right there. You'll go ahead and take your light down just a little bit more. And there you go. You see how I got that one even though it was barely on it. Now once you light all 5 of those, you give it just a few seconds, you're going to get another audio cue, and then if you go look out over on the horizon, you're going to have a group of pirate ships incoming, and you're going to get another cutscene from inside the fort. The Spanish pirates, or the Spanish, I guess it's supposed to be the Inquisition captain something, they're here, they're defending the fort, and the pirates are coming because they believe Captain Jack Sparrow's here. So you're going to go ahead and get ready for a fight. Alright, now you can let the audio play out for a while, but once you're actually ready to fight yourself, go ahead and hop down from the top of the fort, and it doesn't matter how you get down, but come down to the beach side. Eventually the Phantom Captain's going to give you, or Black Dog Briar, he's going to give you a cutscene saying, hey, I see the living down there on the beach. He's going to send his ghost pirates after you. You're going to be fighting ghost pirates, so be ready for that. Now, they're no different from normal pirates. They have, special attacks, things like that. They die all the same. You can shoot them, or you can slash them. You can also hit them with cannonballs if you really want to. It takes 2 shots to kill them with a sniper, or 4 hits from a sword, so they're just like other players in the world in a way, almost. But anyway, you go ahead and get done with that fight, and then it's going to give you a cutscene as well at the very end, and then you're just going to follow these 2 lanterns as you see on the video right now. We're going to head to the next area. Alright, another thing about this tail is it's like the boat's almost guided automatically in a way. You do have to keep steering it just a bit, but it kind of pushes you at a certain momentum and keeps you going in the right direction typically, so you shouldn't get lost. Anyway, follow the lanterns and you'll enter through that cave right there. When you come out the cave, you're going to come out to this area right here. Now, there's nothing for you to actually fire there. It's just more cinematic stuff, but you're going to go ahead and park your boat right over here by the dock, and you're going to go ahead and enter the town. All right, so the following part right here is going to be kind of hard to let go through for a guide because it's basically a game of chase. You're going to be chasing the spirit of Captain Jack Sparrow, and there's a little bit of things you have to do on the way. Nothing crazy, nothing puzzling. Just you have to find a key here and there. You also have to specifically cut a rope here and there, things like that. I'm going to let the speed go ahead and start fast forwarding here soon, but just make sure you watch the video. You can slow it down if you need to as well. It's not going to be too crazy fast, but just fast enough to speed this up because it's a pretty long chase scene trying to catch up with him. What it's like for me. I didn't realize that was it the first time.
I didn't see that either.
You don't love this. We're going to keep going this way. That's where he's at down here, by the way. This way. The bully is sprunk. Go on your own. Yeah. This chicken's kind of annoying. There you go, pull me up after. Good, sir. I gotta keep going a bit further. Oh, yep. Wrong way, hold on. Yeah.
I did the first time like I was a fucking parkour master.
The key's in here, by the way, if you want to see it.
Good.
There we go. Alright, and congratulations. You get that last key out of the well, open it up, and you found Jack Sparrow once again. Now anyway, this map right here and this whole tall tale, this little island you're on, the city, this is the one that's themed after the theme park ride in Disney. So make sure you explore around a good bit. It's pretty funny, it's pretty cool as well. But anyway, besides this, you found Jack. Next thing you're going to do is head out of the town now as he's about to go ahead and disappear again. He's telling you that he's headed back to a bar, and you're going to go find him after that later. But you're going to go ahead and try and leave the city, except now the city's under attack, and you're going to have to fight your way out because the pirates hunting Jack are now here in the city. So you got a couple of fights as you go and leave the city itself. Alright, and I don't believe in making this video any longer than it needs to be. You were here for a guide and you want to be guided. You don't want to be bored to death or sit here through the super long video. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and crank back up the speed because I have to guide you out of here as well, because there's a certain pathway that you take leaving the city. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, so if you want to just skip this part of the video, that's fine as well. Because, I mean, the path blocks you from all the areas that you don't need to go. It literally leads you back out of the city. But I'm going to go ahead and hit the fast forward button now to show you the way out and all the fights that you'll have on the way out as well. Notice that whenever you're duo, it's less enemies as well. It's kind of nice.
I was wondering to see that before.
Or do we have you guys around it, nerds? Let's order them all. You're roasting these kids. Alright, yeah, so you're gonna go this way.
We have nothing left to steal. Well then, I warned you about having our paths cross again. Your men seem smart, trying to reach the Black Bird. And with him goes the only treasure that could take us to the Little Worm for some real fun. That's why Barbosa sent me, to make sure you get one.
Little does he know we have swords fan.
Ah!
Help.
Because the snow.
Alright, once you get done sword spamming your way through it, you're going to go ahead and kill the captain and his crew right here. It's going to go ahead and open this portal behind you. You can hop onto your ship right here as you're pretty much almost done with this tale. You're going to see those green lanterns fly up once again. And then you're going to get to watch one more cinematic like little show. And I'll include it in this video. That way it's not completely spoiler free. And it's a pretty cool little scene if you do want to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and show. You've just gotten Jack Sparrow back. It's showing you basically what happened to him. He's on the Black Pearl right here on the right, and then you're going to see what pops up, and I'm going to show you all that.
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
Enough.
Hard to starboard.
Hard to starboard! Send his beloved pearl back to the depths. Let them
Flying
taste the
Dutchman.
triple guns.
One by one, tentacles wrap around my shield. The crew watches helpless as I stare into the Kraken's maw. The lovely Elizabeth weeping for the life we'll never share. And young Turner brought to his knees by my heroic display of self-sacrifice.
Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship or abandoned...
Hello, Lucy. I whisper with such determination that the Kraken itself understands exactly what's going on. I suppose I could have let it slither back into the depths, had it not scuffed the paint of my precious black pearl.
Young Sparrow, our debt is settled.
Alright, and after you learn what happened to the Black Pearl, the crew, and everything, and Jack, you're going to go ahead from the cinematic stuff you just watched and head straight towards this little tavern area. Now, there's pretty dope weapons they have out here they're showing off. But anyway, you're going to sit here. Whenever you walk up to the bar, the cursed captain's on top of the door. He'll talk to you. You're going to walk inside the bar and greet Jack. You're going to find out that this is where he's been hiding at. You're going to go ahead. Everyone from the Sea of Thieves games in here pretty much. So some pretty cool throwbacks. And then Jack's going to eventually ask you for his compass back. You go ahead and hand that to him real quick. Then notice my buddy pukes on me right here. Not a bad way right there to include that in the video. But anyway, next thing you do is the cursed captain's going to open up a portal for you to go back home. Jack's going to be on the boat with you, and that pretty much sums up the tale. Once you go through there, Jack will give you a little bit more dialogue for about another 30 seconds or so. Once he finishes that and disappears, it'll tell you completed the tall tale, and that's going to be that. Until the next video, I'll see you.